I feel like total fucking shit on this ketogenic fucking horse shit. And this fucking fasting, it sucks. I feel like crap, I got no energy. I better go to fucking McDonald's. At least then I'll feel better. So you've been on the fucking ketogenic diet, or you've been fasting, and you feel low energy, you feel dizzy, you have trouble fucking when you're pounding the fuckmaster, you fall out a half hour before you normally would, or you fall down and get thrown off into the fucking fuckmaster next to you, and everybody in the gym fucking takes pictures of you, and you're a fucking Facebook meme the next day with some clickbait fucking titles so that millions of fucking people click it. Might have gone too far there. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, this is a common thing that happens both with a ketogenic diet and when you first start out intermittent fasting. You're a sugar burner, if you are huge, chances are you're a sugar burner. As in, your body is so used to not using your fat for energy that when you tell it that it can't have sugar no more, you're going to feel like shit. So step one, you're going to feel like shit just from the withdrawal of carbs, all right? Whether you're intermittent fasting, in which case you're depleting your glycogen so that you can get access to your fat. When you do this process, you are going to be starving. You are going to be ravenous, and it's largely based on your physical activity. If you are burning 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day and you fast for 24 hours, by the end of that 24 hours, you are going to feel fucking like shit. You're going to be low energy and you're going to be hungry. These are things that happen until you've adapted to it. Until your body's like, okay, I'm not going to eat until fucking 23 hours from now. So I'm okay, I know I'm gonna eat. And it even preps you. I, without fail, get hungry at 23 hours. It's like my brain knows, hey, I know you're doing this fasting bullshit. It's fucking time to eat, you little fucking asshole. That is the first thing that will cause you to feel like shit. Okay, so you've moved past that. You've been ketogenic for 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. You've been fasting for a couple months. And you start feeling like you got no energy and you feel like shit. There are any number of fucking things that can cause this. Number one cause that will make you feel low energy, will make you feel like shit, even though you're fasting. And we all talk about this great energy we have. It's because we're drinking water a little more than we normally would. And the reason for that is as you deplete your glycogen and your body dumps its salt and you lose all your water weight, you have to drink more water to stay hydrated. And to get your electrolytes, sodium, magnesium, potassium, very important for human survival. We store a lot of these things, but we haven't been fucking accessing them very much. And if you start to notice certain symptoms, there's things you can do to alleviate them. My thing is I get fucking cramps, which means most likely a magnesium deficiency. So I take a fucking sodium magnesium salt bath. Epsom salt. It's like $1 something at fucking Walmart. You pour the shit in a tub, you soak for a half hour. You can do that. You can do bone broth. You can do bouillon cubes. Bone broth being not necessarily a fast because there's a lot of calories in bone broth. But you can make, if you're feeling like shit, chances are you're deficient in one of these already and you just haven't noticed because you're pounding all of this fucking processed crap into your face, so you don't really know that your body isn't storing much of this shit. So when you fucking go off and you fast and you do a ketogenic diet, you're going to notice if you're deficient in one of these things. And a lot of people are deficient in magnesium. They don't fucking know it. Because you're not consuming enough of it to store. You're pretty much using what you fucking consume in your processed foods. And even that sometimes isn't enough, and you feel like shit even though you're eating all that crap. So what I'm trying to say is, these are places you can look to help you feel better. Because I see people, they're like, they feel like shit, and they immediately think it's the fast or the diet. And those two things are, it takes a while to become fat adapted. I don't fat adapt. I'm adapted, I'm metabolically flexible from fasting for such a long time. I've been doing this for 2 years. And on and off, daily. Most of the time, I'm not eating. And I'm alive. And in fact, I gained a little weight. So clearly I'm getting my calories. And I feel good most of the time. Another thing that gets overlooked is, are you sleeping? If you are not getting good rest, you are not going to have high energy. So, your electrolytes, your sleep, these are just two of the big things that you can do to make sure that it's not what you're eating that's fucking you up. Staying hydrated, very important. You need to have water and electrolytes for your body to optimize and run in fucking good efficiency. Now, I've watched a lot of survival shows. I've become fascinated with what we eat when we ain't got fucking McDonald's or a goddamn fucking refrigerator or agriculture, for that matter. And, Naked and Afraid is probably one of my favorites because they actually talk about the weight and how much they lose. And a lot of the people that go on that show already don't have a lot of body fat to begin with. And I've always contended that the fatter you are, the longer you can not eat. And I find that people on that show, and you can tell how fat they are because they're fucking naked, they tend to, the people who are fatter, yeah, they're miserable. But they're not passing out, they're not fucking dropping dead, they're not going to the goddamn hospital, they don't look emaciated by the end of it. And that's the difference. If you have ample body fat, you can fast longer. You have all of this shit stored in you. There's some of the electrolytes, if you notice joint pains and stuff like that, some of your electrolytes are stored there. The longer you go, if you don't take care of your electrolytes, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to fucking die because your body does get what it needs from within your body. And honestly, it will go after your muscle once your fat's gone. Once you can't get adequate energy from your fat storage, you're going to lose muscle. And you're going to lose it quickly based on your physical activity levels. So if you sit at a desk all fucking day, you're not going to lose, a shit ton of lean mass. You'll atrophy some of it, because like I've told you in the past, that if you're not using muscle, you're going to lose it. But that can happen even when you're eating. You could be eating fucking your ass off all goddamn day, but if you sit on the couch all day, and you're a big muscular motherfucker, you're not going to be a big muscular motherfucker for very long. So it really comes down to the whole use or lose theory. However, if you're not eating and your body fat percentage is already low, like under 12%, sometimes under 15%, you're going to start to lose lean mass at an alarming rate. And you shouldn't be doing huge long fasts at that low body weight, because you know that low body fat percentage, because you're going to lose all of your fucking muscle and you could fucking die. That's what starvation is, when you have no body fat to burn. And they talk about it on these survival shows quite a bit. And the lower body fat you are, the more miserable, and you're gonna feel like shit. Your stomach's gonna be giving you pain. You're gonna feel ravenous. And from what I've seen on a lot of these survival shows, and my own personal experience of having not eaten for sometimes 5 days, I know that I'm not experiencing what these fucking skinny motherfuckers that are not eating are experiencing. You know, I get hungry, but I'm not like starving, you know, gonna die. That kind of shit. So, these are just some things to look at. Don't just give up because you feel like shit. I can't tell you how many times I've heard when I tell somebody I've done a 24-hour fast. Quite frankly, the easiest fucking fast to do is a 24-hour fast. You don't eat till dinner. You stop eating at dinner, and then you don't eat till your next dinner. Easiest goddamn fast. You are not gonna fucking die, and around 23 hours is when your liver's getting low, pretty low on glycogen, and you're getting a little access to your fat. But I hear people all, I can't do that. I gotta eat lunch, man, fucking dinner, and snack, and fucking McDonald's and Burger King, and I need cookies and candy. Let's just fucking face it. I just want all the bad shit. Or my favorite is I'm hypoglycemic. I get weak and to trembles and I used to get tremors. I did. Back when I was a Mountain Dew drinking motherfucker, about 255 fucking pounds. If I went 4 hours without eating, I got the shakes. And I thought I was gonna fucking die. I was like, I better go get some fucking potato chips right now. Yeah, that's what it happened. For me. And I thought I was hypoglycemic. Turns out, it was my brain. And when your fucking insulin spikes way to fuck up, it's gonna come down. And you will get the shakes because you had this huge goddamn fucking insulin spike. And then it comes crashing down and your blood sugar drops. It's a result of the crap that you're eating. And if you fucking go a significant amount of time without eating that shit, and you fast, and you give your body a break from the constant high insulin, from eating all fucking day, every day, which we're not designed to do. And if you watch those same fucking survival shows, you'll see just how fucking hard it is to eat all the time. Most of the time they spend on that in those situations is looking for food. And they burn a fuck ton of calories, and sometimes they don't get a return on their investment. They burn 2,000-3,000 calories to find 400. And they continue to lose shit tons of weight as a result. Don't worry, they'll gain it back pretty quick. Turns out when you undereat regularly, even with fasting, you will regain weight when you start eating again. Your body's like, oh, yeah. Especially if you hit the starvation zone. So, bottom line is, try things to alleviate your symptoms. Drink a little more water. If that isn't working, have some bouillon. Make sure you're getting some salt. You might be deficient. Take some salt baths or have some bone broth with your meal. Try and do it in your eating window if you can make it. But if you find you are absolutely feeling like dog shit, and none of these other things work, there's one very fucking important cure. And you only need to use it when you feel like shit. And that's to fucking break your fast. How fucking hard was that? Stop fasting. That's it. Go eat. It's time to eat. You feel like complete miserable shit. Try to eat. Have a nice meal. Something that you really like. And try and eat some of the things that are going to fill your deficiencies. Something with salt, something with magnesium, something with potassium. Those 3 things in your fucking meal. And then try again. And push it again. And you'll find, over time, you will become more adapted. And even if you are trying to cut out carbs completely, sometimes giving your body a little reward for the time will help you go longer next time. Now, I am not a fan of ketosis at 24/7, being fully fat adapted all the time. It's optimal. You're going to lose the best weight and keep it off. Like if you stay ketogenic for your entire fucking life, the weight's not going to come back. It's not. You might fluctuate 10 pounds here or there, up or down, but for the most part, the weight will stay off because you're not putting your body in fat storage mode because you're eating ketogenic most of the time. And your glycogen's always depleted, so if you ever fuck up, guess what? It goes right back in your glycogen and not into your fat. Fat's only created when your glycogen's full. If you keep that little in the back of your mind when you're stuffing your face with whatever you're stuffing your face with, you gotta ask yourself, is my glycogen full right now? If your glycogen's full, like you already filled it up earlier in the day, you had a big fucking fuck you breakfast, well, it takes 900 calories to fill your goddamn liver up, 1,000 in some cases, and we could easily do that in one meal. It shows you right on the goddamn Tim Hortons menu how many fucking calories you can easily, with one little itty bitty small meal, 1,000 calories, a lot of which is sugar, right into your glycogen stores. And once that's full, your liver will make fat. And it'll put it right around your liver to start with. And that's a bad place. That's where I happen to keep most of my body fat. Right over my fucking liver. Without fail. If I overdo it one of these days, my fucking stomach gets huge. It looks like one of them snakes that swallowed some fucking big cat or something. So that's what I wanted to get. And this was brought up in the comments. I don't have time to look right now. As for my personal weight loss journey, I've reached 207.8 pounds this morning, which, let's see, it's about a 9-pound weight loss from New Year's. I'm not setting the world on fire with my fucking weight loss right now because on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I generally, for my one meal a day, eat shit. You know, cookies, pie, carbs, pasta, you know. I don't fuck around. Alright, when it comes time for me to not be good, I'm not good. And as a result, my weight loss is very slow. But it's happening. I'm doing just enough fasting to get by. 36 to 48 hours, and if I am starving or hungry or feel like shit, I don't eat carbs during the week. Ketogenic all the way. If I find that I'm just craving really bad, I might on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how I did, have a carb meal, you know, but not overdo it. And by not overdo it, I try and keep in mind how much is going to refill my glycogen. Alright? Because once that's refilled is when you make fat. I don't want to make new fat. So that's kind of my mentality Monday through Friday. Friday night, it's more about enjoying life. Because what good is being thin if you're fucking miserable with it? Alright, but remember, I'm not a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Have a nice fucking day. And I'm sorry there was a gap in the videos because, I've been busy. I have my photography gig. I got my trucking gig. I'm doing 1,000 miles right now. You're lucky I'm fucking peeling off this video. And it's going to take me a few days to edit it and upload it and all of that shit. So I'm sorry for the gap between videos, but I'm doing 3 fucking full-time fucking jobs at the same time. And part of me also wants a little time to fuck off for a little while. So there'll be a little bit more fuck off time budgeted in my time. It's not going to be like this forever. There will come a point where I can shift to one job and can call it that. But right now, I'm balancing 3 fucking things. And believe it or not, YouTube is a job. And we don't get paid very well for our time. At least not until you're like PewDiePie level, which I'll probably never get to. So, I'd be happy with Hodge Twins level, Something like that. But anyways, please like and subscribe and watch my shit. And I'll make more shit. And the more you watch and like and subscribe and share and pimp my shit out, the more shit I'll make. But if you don't watch my shit, and you don't like my shit, and you don't subscribe to my shit, then I got other shit to do. Have a nice fucking day.